Today's episode of Here and There is brought to you by Toronto Botanical Garden through the Garden Gate Tour. Connect with nature and be inspired by Master Garden Landscapes. Through the Garden Gate features a delightful behind-the-scenes look at some of the most beautiful private backyard gardens in the city. A master gardener awaits your arrival at each of the 15 stops to answer all your plant and garden design questions. Take the complimentary hop-on, hop-off shuttle as you discover the mid-Toronto neighborhood of Wychwood with Through the Garden Gate, Saturday, June 11th and Sunday, June 12th. Tickets are limited. Order today at www.torontobotanicalgarden.ca. Through the Garden Gate, presented by Cullen's Foods, for those who care about what they eat.
And a very good Friday afternoon to you, my friends. So good to have your company today. We are streaming live on a gorgeous Friday in the mid-Toronto neighborhood of Wychwood. This is in the St. Clair Avenue, Bathurst area, and this is really just an amazing community. It's known for its arts and crafts architecture. The community itself celebrates local artists. There are many studio spaces here, and I think that creativity certainly extends to the gardens here, in particular the private gardens. Today we're going to show you an exclusive sneak peek of Through the Garden Gate. It's an annual event that's been happening for 30 years in the city. Of course, it had a hiatus for 2 years because of COVID, but we're excited because it is back and it is presented by our friends at Cullen's Foods for those who care about what they eat. Now, what I'm going to be doing for you today is showing you some of the homes, and honestly, this is an event not to be missed. And I'm sure after you join us here for this sneak peek, you will agree that this could be one of the weekends of the summer for you. It started back in 1988, so the history is quite significant. This year, it's next weekend, June 11th and 12th, and I wanted to highlight, if you wanted to get tickets, let me bring up the board with the website here for you. It is www.torontobotanicalgarden.ca. There are more than 15 homes to tour, offering endless themes, whether there's the bird bee sanctuary gardens, there's arbor gardens, vegetable gardens, and so much more. Surely I'm going to show you some of the highlights, but this is one of them, because this is one of the stops, one of the amazing gardens that you can tour. And you know what I love about this event? Surely you're going to be inspired, but the thing is you can then nurture that inspiration and creativity with some professional advice, because they have actually master gardeners that will be at each and every stop. And you can ask them questions. You can ask them about the plants and how they incorporated various things, and then you can try to take some of those ideas into your own personal space, and that's what makes it so exciting. Now, we have so many people joining us, so very quickly we say hello to Teresa, Alan, Ron Carter, Lonnie, also Vicky, Sarah J is joining us. Andrea is saying, gorgeous day in Dorset. May we all recover from election burnout and apathy. Well, that's where nature comes in handy, right? Soak up the beauty all around us, and we're going to do that today. Janet is with us. Terry Moore is saying greetings. Now, Terry, if I'm not mistaken, you're from California. You're watching us from the extreme West Coast. Kathy Murray is saying good day. Christy is watching us. So is Wendy and Barbara and Nancy saying happy. Well, you know what? I've got a couple of experts joining us today. Ben would certainly have literally books of tips. Ben Cullen, our first guest here. Now, of course, the Cullen family, legendary in terms of the gardening world. For those who don't know, Mark Cullen is your dad.
Cullen's my dad.
And I've had the privilege of working with you both over the years. So it's great to see you.
Great to see you, Anwar.
My God, what a beautiful day.
It's a perfect day to be in a garden.
So let me ask you, and you probably have endless tips, but is there one that sticks with you, maybe from your dad? Is there...
Dad and I are mulch heads. Mulch heads. We're always mulching, and the only difference of opinion is I prefer straw and he prefers bark mulch.
Is anyone better?
I find straw is easier to work with. It kind of mats nicely. It breaks down well.
All right.
Bark mulch, that comes from more of like a ornamental gardener's perspective,
Sure.
it looks better.
Sure.
And I can agree that it looks better. But in a veggie garden, I really like straw mulch.
Straw.
Yeah.
Well, this is, again, as we tour this property, and it's about 3 acres, look at the vegetable garden here. Let's
Yes.
move down a little bit here.
Absolutely.
And this is really interesting. And I should point out, by the way, this hasn't grown here, but we're going to be talking more about Cullen's Foods.
We will.
And in fact, a little I Spy contest today. If you find the can of beans or peas somewhere in the show today, be the first one in this I Spy game to identify it, and we'll send you 2 tickets through the garden gate. All right, so that'll be an instant win. You're looking for this can or 2 somewhere in this live stream show. First one to identify it in the comments section, then you'll win the tickets. Now this one is mine. I've claimed
That
it.
one's yours. You can take that home. You can make a hummus.
So should I hide it behind some big foliage or something here so nobody steals it? Thank you for watching today. It's been a pleasure to have your company on this Friday. I want you to have a safe and happy weekend, and we'll see you next time. See you later, guys. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.